like you're always alone? Together, we can change all of that. Experience freedom like you never felt before. Before you can find yourself, you must lose yourself. By joining us, you'll become part of something bigger. You'll gain strength, self-confidence. We will be your friends, your biggest supporters, because we believe there's strength in numbers. Think of us as that exclusive club you've always wanted to be part of. Open your mind and stop losing all the time. We will help you become just like one of us. That is our promise. So stop living in chaos and bring a new order into you. And join us.
Join the Empire.
Are you tired of being alone? Maybe you've been unappreciated. Do you feel like you're always alone? Together, we can change all of that. Experience freedom like you never felt before. Before you can find yourself, you must lose yourself. By joining us, you'll become part of something bigger. You'll gain strength, self-confidence. We will be your friends, your biggest supporters, because we believe there's strength in numbers. Think of us as that exclusive club you've always wanted to be part of. Open your mind and stop losing all the time. We will help you become just like one of us. That is our promise. So stop living in chaos and bring a new order into you. And join us.
Join the Empire.
Are you tired of being alone? Maybe you've been unappreciated. Do you feel like you're always alone? Together, we can change all of that. Experience freedom like you never felt before.
What's going on, everybody? So, as you know, it's Batman time. And before we go, though, we talked about some comics the other day. And like I said, we are going to do the reading of the Genshin comic on one of our Genshin streams.
Is it Genshin comic?
Yes, there is. Kazu has sent it to me multiple times, and I've yet to get to read it.
Oh, wait, duh.
Yeah.
You post, okay.
So it turns out that reading comics and books on stream is totally legal and not considered copyright whatsoever.
Good to know.
So, because you're going to be reading it.
I am?
Well, not on my stream, but I'm saying because the person that streams it is reading it. So, but before we get started, I was talking about to Jewel about going to a store today and checking out some comics. But one of the comics that I wanted to pick up, I was going to show you guys. So it's Batman number 638 with the alternate. We'll just look at them both. With the alternate art. So the regular art is the Batman 638, which has got the Batman on the cover. However, in the second run, there was an alternate art. What was that?
Nothing.
What was it?
Was my stomach?
Jesus. So the alternate art has Jason Todd on it. Because this is the reveal of the man under the red hood.
Wait.
The character I have up there.
Wait. So the first one.
Same book.
It's the same book, but it's like we're looking at the different perspective.
Yes, as you see, he's holding this and he's holding it. So in the reflection of the Batman one, it shows Jason's face as a child who was killed by the Joker. And then and then this one, it's the same exact fucking comic book, but this is the one with Jason Todd's face on it. So, being one of my favorite characters from the Batman universe, because he is the penultimate thing for Batman. The two things that Batman always reveled in, he lost his parents and he could never stop it. There's nothing he could do.
Uh-huh.
He failed to prevent Jason Todd's death. Jason Todd was the second Robin that the fans hated so much they called an 800 line. One number, Jason lives. his attack from the Joker because the Joker kidnapped him.
Wait, they get.
Yeah, they one number he lives, one number he dies, and by only a few votes, he was chosen to die. He was hated so much by the fans, by the readers. So a couple things really came from this, and I thought you guys would get a big kick out of this since the Red Hood and we're doing Batman right now. First of all, they found out that there was voting fraud. Somebody had rigged a machine to call continuously the line to kill Jason Todd. The same number called multiple times and voted. On top of that, even after they decided that they would go ahead and kill Jason Todd, the two writers of this comic book were run out of restaurants because people couldn't differentiate Jason Todd from Dick Grayson, and the writers actually told a story on a documentary I watched that they were run out of a deli after somebody pointed, those are the guys that killed Robin.
Oh.
Because you have to think Robin's been with us since the 50s. And then I think it was, when did the first one of this come out? In like 90 something? 2005. In 2005, they killed a main character. And it was something that nobody had ever really done. Like, people had died in comic books before, but never somebody so young. Superman died, but he came back 6 months later.
I mean, Superman's an alien.
Yeah. Well, Superman died at another alien's hands. Some people even thought, oh shit, he's never coming back. So another one of the Batman books that I want to get is probably never going to happen because the price tag on it is impossible. This is Batman number 232. This is the first appearance of Batman's greatest villain, the leader of the League of Shadows, Ra's al Ghul. This comic book came out in, 1971? And a 9.8 graded one is $28,000. So the nice thing is, I'm pretty sure I can get a reprint for wall sake, for a lot cheaper. But yes, this is the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, who was basically the guy who trained Batman, and he's the father of the woman who later bears Batman's only blood son, Talia al Ghul.
Wait, he cloned what?
Nope, Batman has a blood son named Damian Wayne.
He's not Robin?
He does actually become Robin at one point. But yes, Ra's al Ghul has a green pool of goo in his castle basement called the Lazarus Pit. And obviously you know what that means. Lazarus is the story from the Bible where he rises from the dead.
No, because I don't really...
Oh, well, it basically means he's got a pool that makes him come back to life. Any injury, he can be healed.
Oh.
So he's Batman's undying leader and the guy that taught him everything he knows about fighting. The only thing that they do, the League of Assassins, that Batman doesn't do, is they will kill to achieve their goal. So, big, important Batman. Then, of course, we've got Batman number...
We'll just make you posters.
490. Well, we could do that.
It's not like you're going to read these books anyway.
Batman number 497. So, the first appearance of Bane is actually a comic book called Vengeance of Bane. It's a two-parter. And it's valued at an astronomical amount that I'm not going to pay for a comic book. However, even a 9.0 rated first run of this one is only almost $200, and that's a perfect condition on reprint first run. This is one of the most pivotal issues because this is the first time that the Robins and Batgirl and everyone outside of the actual Batman have to step up and pick up for Batman because the evil, muscular genius Bane has broken the Batman's back. hence depicted in the comic book art you see right here. And the name of the comic book, The Breaking of the Batman.
Dude, that's such a like the clickbait, the thumbnail, you know?
Oh, The Breaking of the Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and the crazy thing is, like, I've read this comic book. And it's insane that it's from the Nightfall series. It's like a whole series of just bad shit happens to Batman. And no shit, 2 pages into this comic book, he breaks Batman's back. It's not like it was at the very end and they left you in suspense. They basically had him in Bane's clutches, raised above his head the comic before this, and then 2 pages of dialogue in, boom. He has crippled the world's greatest superhero. So you've basically paralyzed your greatest superhero. What do you do from there? So a lot of people didn't think Batman would ever come back from that. But this wasn't the only time that there was Batman just leaving the Bat universe. This is a 3-part special edition series called Batman, The Battle for the Cowl. Features all the Robins, including Damian. And also features, of course, my favorite character, the Red Hood, who was once a Robin. Features another character, basically the Slayer of Purity, Azrael, who kills, just like Red Hood, who wants to take up the mantle of Batman. Because Batman has broken his greatest rule 1 issue prior to this. Batman used a gun to slay a god. Yeah. It's a really complicated series from the actual, not even a Batman comic. But he used a gun on Darkseid, and he vowed to never use a gun because what happened to his parents. So he just up and leaves Gotham. He just disappears.
After he did that?
Yeah, he used the gun, saved the world, the universe even. And he just abandons Gotham City. So Catwoman, Batgirl, Huntress, I forget what the dog, Mad Dog, Black Canary, all the Robins, the Red Hood, or Azrael, and even the League of Shadows are now going to make a play to become Batman. Great 3-part series. Awesome fucking comic book. Awesome. So, and those are cheap. You can get these motherfuckers, the 3 parts, like $14 at Barnes and Noble. That's the whole fucking thing. It's a really good story too. This is all 3 in like an actual book.
How old is that?
Shit, I think it came out in like 2009. Oh yeah. A lot of these last ones aren't. Like the Breaking of the Batman was even a cheap one. It's under $50 for a first run.
Because
it's new. It's fairly new.
Okay, I thought they're all like.
No, Bane is not an old villain of Batman. He's actually relatively new. He's within the 90s to the 2000s.
Batman?
Yeah, Bane is not new. He's not new to the he's new to Batman. Like Bane is not an old character like Catwoman or Scarecrow or Riddler or Joker. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just an awesome fucking book, an awesome series. And I know you guys are probably bored as fuck talking about this stuff, but this is basically what we're just going to talk about for a little bit before I start.
Kind of convinced me to buy these.
No, I'm probably going to buy this one to keep
I
it.
say no. Well, yeah.
Like if I could find them cheap like this or reprints, I'm down to get a reprint. The only reason I want to have them and hang them on the wall is if we ever do have children, these are the stories that I want to pass on. Other than, of course, the good shit like mythology and crap. I'm going to bore the fuck out of them with mythology.
Just get him a tablet.
I'm not getting a kid a fucking tablet. You see how crippled the children that are under you and I are?
Oh, you mean like my sister?
And your fucking brothers and...
No, just seeing my sister.
I've never seen her without that fucking thing in her hand. Oh, no, that's a lie. When she made me watch like 19 episodes of Miraculous, she didn't have the tablet for the first 10.
You only see... No, you said you've only like 2 episodes in of Miraculous.
I figured out the killer.
Figured it out.
Oh, yeah. Figured out the killer right away. The bad guy.
Yeah.
But,
You can't say the killer because
yeah, because I don't fucking kill in that fairy ass show. All right, so off of the topic of Batman, this is a book I'd love to have. Whoops, wrong number. Not 195, 196. It's the first appearance of the Taskmaster, my favorite Marvel villain. That guy.
He's wearing a diaper.
He's not wearing a diaper. You want to know who does wear a diaper? Yeah, fucks with me. Yeah, fucks with me right now. I'm on that vengeful shit. All right.
A pad is not.
Here's a Spider-Man that I could never afford.
What the?
Look at that. That's a CGC 5.5.
Wow.
And
Imagine
it's-
if it was like a 9.8.
If it was a 7 is fucking $5,000. A 6, $5,000. Yeah, they don't really go much up from there. That's such cool art. So the guy that drew this art, I know this isn't the same episode. It is, but it's the Aspen edition.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that drew this like really sexy art is a guy named Jason Scott Campbell.
That sounds familiar.
Oh man, he draws the like epitome of what I would consider like sexy comic book art. Like he's a bad motherfucker. He's been at every convention I've ever been to.
What
Like,
do you mean sexy?
I'll show you in a second, right after I show you these other ones. Team Up 66.
Aw, you think it'd be like Marvel Team of 16?
No, unfortunately, it didn't make it that far.
But
This is the first appearance of the villain Arcade. You notice all these have been about the villain. So this guy creates video games that he sucks people into and amusement parks to try to kill people.
oh.
Yeah, like game shows, amusement parks, video games. His name is Arcade, and he's a great character. I love
That's
him.
really cool. If anybody's in the chat, so sorry we can't. See
I can see it right here.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. My favorite Hulk villain, which the old art super sucks for the Wendigo, but this is the very first appearance of the Wendigo. Like a 7.5, 9.4 goes for about 1,300. So he later appears in some other comics. The Wendigo does, but it's not going to show any of them. What? You talking about? You laughing about your diaper?
What do you mean? No.
Yeah, I was laughing about your diaper a lot.
A pad is not a. Well, it is.
That is not a pad. Those are fucking overnight woman diapers. Don't even fuck with me. Okay, so we're gonna look at Jason Scott Campbell real
And
quick.
you're gonna ask like who else wears in diapers? I was gonna say these nuts.
Oh, I hate you. Oh, I fucking hate you. So this is Jason Scott Campbell, and this is Jason Scott Campbell's art.
Oh, he's the one who made fucking what's her face?
Mary Jane.
Yeah.
He didn't make her, but his sketches became so popular in like the last few years because he took these characters that have been iconic, but they weren't ever made to be very sexy. They weren't like ever updated. Mary Jane was always very busty and hippie, but they never made her try to be like overly sexy. Then the 90s comics or TV shows came out where they made them all sexy, including the Black Cat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what if we did this for comic book cover art or as prints that people could buy? And he's done he does a lot of the women's comics. Like comics that were aimed towards women. And you would think the problem is their demographic is women to readers.
Yeah.
But their demographic is not selling that high. So by making a sexy collectible cover, they've now expanded the market to lonely dudes that touch themselves to comics. But I mean, like, Gamora is not considered a sexy character.
So you want one of these comics?
No, actually, I would like one of his original prints of one of his characters.
Okay.
I want one of his original characters, though.
When did you become lonely and start touching yourself?
To comics? I want one of his original characters aren't all female. So he did the Danger Girl comics. He did Bay City Jive comics. He did the Conan the Barbarian comics, which were fucking cool. It was a crossover with as you see the X-Men in the background. Savage Land, Storm, Rogue, Colossus, and Wolverine. Colossus being my favorite.
That's a lot of titties.
There's only 2 sets of titties on that page. What the fuck are you talking about?
I meant that guy.
Oh yeah, he's got his abs run into his titties. His titties got abs. Here's his Spawn cover, which is one of my favorite Spawn covers with the stained glass with the Spawn logo in the back.
So cool.
Oh, his shit's so awesome. Then he did these though too. These were like they made a lot of like what is it? The Jason Scott Campbell something. I can't remember what they called them. Fairy Tale Fantasies. That's what it was called. Like he redrew like that's Wizard of Oz, and then he did other ones too.
Oh.
So there were some pretty cool ones, and they sold a lot of like merchandising for that. He draws my favorite Catwoman, the old school like 1920s Catwoman remake, which is one of my favorite Catwoman outfits. Medusa, but where's the one? He draws one of my favorite characters. He does Widow. He does Gwen Stacy. He does all the Conan, the Red Sonja. I love the Red Sonja in the Conan comics. He does. There's Vampirella. Oh wow, they didn't even show the whole picture, just her titties. Good job.
That's all you need.
She's a really cool. This is actually a really obscure X-Men called Valkyrie, I believe. Here's one of his Fairy Tale Fantasies, Bo Peep. There's the Deadpool Wolverine comic cover. There it is. So there's the cover of the Jason Scott Campbell.
What is it with his signature on it?
Yeah, it's signed by him. It's graded 9.8, Spawn number 300. It's worth $169.99. See, now would you be accepting to me buying expensive comic books?
No.
It's pretty, and it's called it's $169. See, a lot of people have tattooed these, which is cool.
Yeah.
So there's Vampirella.
Like, you might as well spend about that much or more to have it tattooed on your body.
Well, I'd be down. I probably would. I would love for him to do the art for my sleeve that I'm working on. Like this. Could you imagine him doing a Skeletor?
Skeletor.
No, it wouldn't be sexy, but you saw his fucking. Look at his cap.
I know. Look
But
at all them poses Spider-Man makes.
so this is one of his characters. That he drew for forever was Vampirella, with the first female vampire comic books. And it wasn't like one of those over romanticized, oh, I'm sexy and blah, blah, blah. No, she literally manipulates men and eats them.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
From, is that Kazu? Everybody's talking. Fucking Kazu's blowing up the show. So anyway, but yeah, he did the negative covers. He did like the 80s Mary Jane. You want the phone so you can read it?
All right.
Here, you can just hold the phone. But yeah, he did figurines, which were really cool. I'm trying to find the one. There it is. I know you probably can't see it very well, babe.
Oh.
So this is Jason Scott Campbell's cover of the Thundercats, and look at that fucking Mum-Ra up there in the top corner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right here.
He says, "Wow, no sexy one sadness."
Right here. That Mum-Ra, starting that whole sleeve of villains. That Mum-Ra. Yeah, I want to do a sleeve of villains. Nope, I'm taking out all these bullshit heroes. But yeah, fucking put that big gnarly Mum-Ra. Oh yeah, all day. Although I will say he did justice to my favorite bitch of Spider-Man. Which I don't know if Spider-Man ever got with her or not, but the Black Cat. Felicia Hardy.
Wait, what's all that? Oh,
it's cats.
Oh.
Yeah. Spider-Man had kind of 3 love interests, but only 2 really.
Says, "Give me the sexy one." Holy shit.
Yeah, Red Sonja. She's like the female Conan. I think you would actually like some of her comics. Because you would like, if they made a game for her, you'd be like, oh yeah. Or a movie.
I'm here to lead, not to read.
I'm here to lead, not to read. And dealing with you has given me a tumor. I'm trying to find it. We'll get back to the game. God, I hate you. I hate you so much. There's his top hat Spawn. I thought was the Old West Spawn. Because there's been spawns throughout the ages. There was medieval and everything else, but oh, you could keep it while you were in there.
Yeah.
Where is it? I guess I'm not gonna. There's this mermaid that really sells hot, lots of fucking copies. This Ariel that he did.
Which somehow has bones in her tail. Maybe she got legs.
Yeah, she has like actual ass cheeks too, which is weird. Somebody got it tattooed on them. There it is. The Spawn 300 cover. Jason Scott Campbell did that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Tell me that is not a fucking... If you saw that on a comic book shelf, you're like... If you've never seen Spawn before, and you saw that, you would go, what is that, and why is it on a comic book?
I'm like, that's 50 Shades of Villain.
Yeah. The cool thing is, this was the special edition one. There was a regular edition right here that was also cool, where you saw all the incarnations of Spawn over the years. Regular, Midwest, this is supposed to be the medieval one, but it's too close for you to see the cool detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done amazing, amazing art. Jason Scott Campbell has a... He has a really cool story. He does the old G.I. Joes. I bet you he does have some good villains on his store that I could go find for my tattoos.
Oh, wait, let me see that.
Which one?
On the left. Top, yeah.
The figurine?
Yeah.
It's a Jason Smith art blog. This is Jason Scott Campbell's Red Sonja. That was one of the figurines released by Dynamite. They also did this one. The Peter Parker Mary Jane. So they got some cool ones, man. They've done some neat ones. Red Sonja. You know what's a character I really wish he would have got to do while he was at Marvel? Is the Dazzler. That's a character most people have no fucking clue about. Like, I guarantee anybody that watches this stream now or probably even in the future is going to go, who? And have to go Google.
The Bedazzler?
No, the Dazzler. So she's a pop star. So she came out right at the end of the era of disco. And that was Marvel trying to capitalize on the disco phase. So she was like a disco icon. And she turns sound into bolts of light and shoots them out of her finger. I know it sounds super fucking dumb.
It's too early.
I know.
It's too early for...
Well, why aren't you in bed?
Science. Because I worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's everybody else you got to worry about. I mean, you saw what I did to Harvey Dent yesterday. Roasted that bitch like a fucking turkey. All right. We've talked about comic books and nerd shit enough. Let's get into it. This is actually the time I wanted to start doing these streams. Like, just start them at 7. Be done with it. Like, only these. Like, the rest of them I'll start earlier, but, like, these ones specifically adds, since they're stories, gives people time to get here. Alright. Like, Classic Edition. Episode 3, A New World Order. With Gotham on the brink and Bruce under fire, a new generation of supervillains rise to prominence and threaten to overturn the traditional institution of power. Crowd play will be turned on. Don't fuck me.
He's not having it today.
Not having it today. I might just turn it off for today. No, we've already done it this far. If I really hate the choices they'll make, I can go back and play it. So let's start episode 3. There's your code, bitches. Yeah, bullshit. There's your code, all you bitches and bastards. Let's go. Go. There we go. There it goes. All right, time for prologue. I wish that was a beer. Oh. Never mind.
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two. Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises.
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the hard way.
They're waiting for you in hell! Then I just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt. No consequence.
Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
But what would Harvey think? The two of us working together? Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Let's get out of here.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on.
So sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
Oh, they left out the line. We have to
need
fire
a
the
new
moderator.
You there? Yeah. You. Thank you for volunteering.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham.
That's gotta be
You
Scarecrow.
have nothing to fear. We
That's gotta
are
be
the
the
children of Arkham.
It looks like neither of them. I would have gave you Hellraiser. I would have give you Hellraiser. Pinhead. It looks like a Cinnabite more than it looks like any of those, but anyway. And if you're about to say Cinnabite, I'm going to hit you with this bottle of Jack Daniels. Excuse me, Jim Beam.
Mayor Dent. You know,
If
I
you hear a
always
loud
assumed
thud, I
Harvey
didn't
would
murder jewelry box, I promise.
not like this.
One by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his
That was me
landslide
throwing my
fair and
bottle
square.
away.
Hey, Harvey's going to be
Blinking
okay.
twice for
You don't know
assistance.
that.
I don't have
I
eye
just-
trackers on. Nice try.
I keep wondering, why did you do it? Harvey needed you. Why save me? Harvey's your best friend. I'm nothing to you. I just don't get it.
I need you as an ally.
So it all boils down to strategy then. I don't think I can do this.
I
What
wouldn't.
are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't.
I don't want to see
okay?
his fucked up
I
face.
have to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just go in without me.
It's okay. I get it.
You do?
I don't blame you for not wanting to be here.
Thanks. Please, Bruce. Don't tell
You know
him I
that
was
they got
here.
married like 2
I don't
years
think he'd
ago?
understand.
Catwoman and Batman. They had a ceremony at Wrigley
Gotham
Field.
is still reeling after last week's
Oh,
mayoral
no.
debate.
They had a ceremony
with the
in New York and
drugging
a
and
Mexico.
subsequent murder of Mayor
They-
Hamilton Hill.
When Mary Jane
Harvey
Watson
Dent
and
was
Peter
left
Parker got
running
married,
unopposed.
the Chicago Cubs
After
had a
a rather
ceremony.
lackluster election, Mayor
Yeah,
Dent was
but they
sworn in
did.
from
They
his
had a full
hospital
ceremony.
bed. Word is he's still recovering from major
Hey,
injuries.
Bruce.
You don't
sustained at
understand.
the
This
event.
has touched everybody's lives since we were little
Hello
children.
Kitty is more realer than
Fucking Hello Kitty. You watched one documentary.
Hey, Harvey. Looking good.
Ah, jeez. Doesn't your charm have an off button?
Not that I found, no.
I haven't actually seen it yet. You've had me wrapped up this whole time.
Yeah, it's a long run.
Numbed
It's like 4 or 5
beyond
hours.
belief. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, my family, we heal quick. Could be fine.
Hey, I'm sure it'll heal up nicely. You'll have some scarring, but it won't be that bad.
Optimism, right? Scars are cool. Rugged. Manly.
This dude's
Exactly.
face is so fucked.
Oh, what have you got
Look
there?
at his, look at his lips. Oh, fuck.
I
Looks
brought
like
you some
Dark Man.
flowers. Though I see I'm not the
No,
first.
If you've
Yeah,
never seen the
well,
movie
my
Dark
mother
Man,
and my
you'd understand.
secretary. Every sick boy's dream. One woman I thought would visit, or at least call, hasn't. Selena's been a no-show.
Yeah.
I thought she'd at least come by to congratulate me. Nothing else.
Yeah. You know that's actually a line
Guess
from
we
a
were as
comic
close
book.
as I thought.
Two-Face robs a
Guess I
chicken
can't
joint
blame her.
trying to lure out Batman.
The way I look now.
And somebody, the guy at the fryer looks at him and goes, looks at the chicken and looks back at him.
It
Takes
sounds
off
pathetic
running.
to say it out
Then
loud.
he shoots him in the
Working
back.
on a girl, but there it is. I am glad you're here, though. God, it's been infuriating. Just sitting here and having nothing but time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely. Watching footage of the debate over and over. Look at me. preaching it. What a
Yeah, it was
great guy
nasty.
you are, while I go and get my
I couldn't eat Burger
face
King for
bashed
months
in.
because of the smell.
It's easy. Every news station is showing it. Just regurgitating the same old sound bites.
Harvey, what you did for me at the debate, I'm sorry that I put you in that situation.
I was helpless, Bruce. Helpless. Couldn't do anything. Penguin would have just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted to. Yeah, I can still hear him laughing. What they did to Hill, to the moderator, I have to live with that. But you heard them up there. The Penguin and that maniac on screen. Ah, this isn't over. I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord. That stunt at the debate was just the first step.
They're after me. They're not gonna rest until all the names are crossed off their list.
I can't just stand aside and let that happen. The Tonight speech, they'll know where I stand.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up. With the election, I was able to talk the hospital into releasing me early.
Jesus Christ.
Not that they're too happy about it.
This
All the
fucking
doctors
extra
keep telling me
fucking
to take it
crispy
easy.
asshole is about to go on
How can I?
stage.
Well, stay in the chair, Mr. Dent. Oh, don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
You should probably listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, I've been a very good invalid, Bruce. Don't worry. I can't afford to take it easy right now. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I
Could you
won't even
imagine
try to
that was
tell
your
you to
mayor?
not look into those tapes.
Fucking.
I know how much you loved your father, Bruce.
I would. There's no
the
way.
debate was
Like, I
hard
don't
on
give
you,
a
too.
fuck how maimed the
Finding out
guy
your dad
is.
drug
He's still
Dexter
sane.
Cobblepot,
Yeah, fuck it.
Hill admitting to having both of them killed. It's a lot to process. I'm sorry. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
Oswald and I were best friends when we were kids. I knew his mother. Talked to her.
Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you. I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing
Wants to know what
myself
time
from
you're
you
thinking
was
of leaving.
the only option.
Yeah,
I'm
bitch.
sorry.
What time you want to go?
Dude, it's a long drive.
How drive? How far?
You said it.
How far?
It was like 3-4
Look it up.
hours.
Google it. Oh shit.
Thanks, Harvey. I appreciate that.
Oh, we'll be fine.
I'll make it up to you.
That's like Tulsa. We're fine. This game
What is
takes like a
that?
few hours. What time do we need to be there?
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
Did you see it? Oh, this is the first appearance of the bat.
Hey, look, I should get going, Harv.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour. You can stay if you want.
It's Alfred.
Is he okay?
Yeah. He just needs to talk to me.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Tell the old man I said hi.
Here's where the spiral begins.
You rest up, Harv.
Thanks, Bruce.
I feel bad. Why do you feel bad? Huh? I know. Why does he feel bad for Harvey? The guy wanted to keep our money and just beat our name into the dirt to get elected. Plus, he was already willing to shake hands with the biggest crime boss in the city to get elected. Toe the line.
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Is it the Children of Arkham? Can you confirm?
Negative. They're taking shots at us whenever we get close.
Understood. Stay on them. We'll think of something.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they knew we'd be there, Jim. We don't have enough officers to deal with this.
Look, everyone's stretched thin. I'm doing what I can.
I'm Batman.
I have to go.
He goes, you missed it because he goes, we're
As a
stretched.
battle,
He goes, I'm
Jim.
stretched thin. And I'm like,
You give
I'm
me a
Batman.
number to call, I'll rethink my methods. I'm just glad I got your attention. I didn't have a lot of options. So, here we are.
Not a bad idea. I'm impressed.
I have good ones every now and then. I'd rather have you arrested than come to you for help. But the truth is, we're desperate. I'm calling a truce. Just for tonight.
Bring me up to speed.
Right. Renee Montoya, one of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out. She's trying to clear her name after those animals manipulated her into killing Falcone. She's supposed to be on leave, but she got a tip on the Children of Arkham's chemical stash, went rogue. She's out there alone, and I can't spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal. The Children of Arkham pumped her full of that junk. She's a good cop.
Let's go back her up.
I'll find her. We'll take down the Children of Arkham together.
That's what I like to hear. These Children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden. Where the hell they all come from?
Arkham?
I never heard of them before. And that debate.
You want answers? Ask Oswald Cobblepot.
Cobblepot? I'll bring him in for questioning.
Gordon, this is Schultz. Over.
Gordon here.
We got a problem with the mayor, sir.
What happened? Is he okay?
I don't know. We lost him. He took off and left us behind.
Christ, one more crisis I can't deal with right now. We've got to keep both Montoya and Dent safe. Somehow.
I'm on it. You there?
Always.
Launch the drones. I need eyes on the city.
Lucius has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Luke shows up.
Who are you talking to? You got a whole team or something?
A friend who can help us.
That friend got a name?
All right, patching you through to R&D in Wayne Enterprises.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance.
Check it out.
But seeing
Lucius
how you
Fox.
used them at the Skyline, I thought you'd
Morgan
need
Freeman.
an audio feed as well. The microphones are
doesn't sound
incredibly
like
sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls. Like X-ray peering. I'll think of a better name.
We leave at noon.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Actually, we'll do 11.
Any idea where they might be?
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to
I'll
Arkham
be
Island.
in bed in about an hour and 20
Could be where the
minutes.
handoff is happening.
So that gives me a few hours to nap. Wake me
What
up.
about
We go.
Dent?
They're probably headed to his acceptance speech. They just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
Okay. Montoya. Dent. I want to listen to Dent.
No, please, just leave it. It's not gonna get any better.
But you're bleeding.
Then let Gotham see it.
Is that?
No, I told you it's fine.
That car's been behind us since the hospital.
God, is this guy trying to drive us off the road?
Shit.
What the? Oh, damn it!
Okay, somebody's chasing and shooting at the mayor, or Harvey Dent.
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. Not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move! This is the police!
Get her!
So do I save Harvey? Or stop the chemicals? We have to stop the chemicals because the greater number of people are threatened by chemicals than one dude going down in flames.
Headed to the construction site. Send whatever men you can spare after Dent.
I'll round up what officers I can. Gonna have to head out there myself, too. I know this is risky, Batman. Just be careful.
He gone. Every time you turn your back on Batman, he go. Episode 3.
Requesting backup. Corner of 15th and Main.
God damn. New World
We got a major
Order.
disturbance here. Several armed suspects on the loose.
It's gonna be open. Cool. Oh, fuck. We catch that.
one. Batman, look out!
Up. Block, 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 block. Finishing blow. Shift Q. Oh, fuck, he's dead.
It's over. Drop the gun.
Look, I promise I'm not gonna shoot you, okay? I used to think you were a threat, but I was wrong. We both have much bigger problems right now. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? Those guys had me pinned down. If you hadn't shown up when you did,
It's okay. It's in the past. I forgive you.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you. I don't know what I was thinking coming out here alone. I nearly blew it. I could be dead. Or you could be dead. And it'd be on me.
Good instincts, but you need to think things through. Be patient. Don't rush. I may not be there to save you next time.
Yeah, I owe you big for this one. I still don't understand how they knew I was coming.
Heads up. The cops just sent 3 black and whites to stop our guys going after Dent. From the chatter, sounds like Gordon's with them.
Someone's gotta help Gordon. They know he's coming. Go. I'll see what I can find here. I'm not giving up on this.
By the way, Kazi, you missed it. Jewel streamed Genshin last night. She's trying to get to level 16. She's 1 level away. Yeah, so I'm gonna be able to jump in there and help her collect all her collectibles and
But they
treasure
knew I was
chests and all
coming.
kinds of shit.
They seem to be getting info on the GCPD's whereabouts. Not sure how. I need an update on Harvey.
Bringing it up now.
Deborah, get down!
I know, but maybe we'll catch one.
What did you do to him?
I said get back in the car! There's more of them coming!
Put down your weapon. There's too many of them. Everybody take cover.
You'd better get down there.
On my way.
We'll try to make that happen for you, bro. Also, the movie night suggestions start today, so look out for that post. That post is going up today to start the movie night suggestions. And I have a hell of a suggestion.
Self-defense, he says. New mayor's pretty tough, turns out. Killed one of those guys attacking him with his bare hands.
Dent did that?
Guess the fella's lucky Dent got to him before you did, huh?
You're wrong about me. I'd have put him in jail. So unless you're making a comment on the justice system, I'm afraid you've been misinformed.
Yeah, they get around to us eventually. But you hurt them first, don't you? They beg for mercy, but you never give it. At least this one died quick.
We got our asses handed to us.
They knew you were coming.
How? We've been using a secure channel. You saying we got a leak? Gordon to command. Anyone there?
Command here. What is it, Gordon?
Turn that off.
What?
It's been compromised. The children of Arkham are listening in on the GCPD's communications.
Gordon! Gordon, command! Do you copy?
I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you know what I find.
Damn.
Bruce?
The GCPD's been compromised. The children of Arkham were listening the whole time.
How?
That's what I'm going to find out. Alfred, I'm sending over evidence of some kind of encrypted communication signal.
It's coming up on my screen now, but I'm afraid it looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
I need to go to Wayne Tower and look into this. Get me Lucius on the line.
Yes, right away. If the public finds out the police aren't able to communicate...
I'm not sure of anything right now, but Lucius will have answers. I have a feeling we've only seen the tip of the iceberg.
Hopefully it doesn't sink us, sir.
It's very true.
I have Lucius on the line now.
Bruce, are you there? I'm looking at this data Alfred sent me. It's messy.
I have to know what the children of Arkham are doing. How fast can you decrypt?
It's a tough one, but I should have it cracked soon if you can meet me at Wayne Tower.
Already on my way.
There better be at least one driving mission. Something. Through traffic, weaving left and right, something cool.
Almost there, Lucius.
I'll meet you down in the lab. Some aspects of the Children of Arkham surveillance are worrying.
Great.
Bruce.
Chairwoman.
I didn't think you'd be here. I used to look to Thomas for guidance in hard times. Must seem silly. After everything that's happened. You know what they say about old habits.
Yeah, I miss them too. Both of them.
I know. Every day, I wish your father was still with us. He was wise beyond his years. And Martha, she was such a delight to have around. I've been called in for an emergency board meeting.
I wasn't told about it.
You weren't invited, Bruce. You are the topic of discussion for the board. They want to decide what your future at this company will be. Whether to dismiss you or not. You have to understand, Bruce. This company is bigger than any one individual. We have to keep face. And after this scandal...
What my father... I'm not him, Regina. I would never compromise the lives of innocents for my own benefit.
I know that, Bruce. But you have to understand that what the public wants to hear isn't always what we want to hear. The whole city is watching to see what our next move is going to be.
Bruce, I've got something. You need to get down here. Now.
I worked with your parents for years, and neither of them gave any indication of foul play. How could you have ever known?
Bruce.
You're nothing like him, Bruce. We always build up the people closest to us. When they fall, it's a terrible blow to everyone around them.
Then go tell that to the board.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Bruce? I'm not your enemy. You should remember that. Don't forget who your allies are, Mr. Wayne. I'll come find you after.
I'll be right down, Lucius.
I was gonna say, if I remember, you moved the Black Knight, the Dark Knight. Moves illegal in chess, so it would never be made. Retinal scan, very nice, very secure. Thought Batman would have anything less.
It's good to hear she's still in your corner.
Spying on my conversations again?
Hey, I'm looking out for you. There've been whispers that the board was gonna take action against you. If you lose the company, Batman will take a massive hit too. I know the cave is well equipped, but all of this is owned and paid for by the company.
It doesn't matter what the board does. We'll be fine. I'm not gonna let anything get in the way of what we're doing down here.
Try saying that when you can't access this wing anymore.
Right now, finding out how the children of Arkham are spying on the police is more important. What have you got?
It's Wayne Tech, Bruce. As you know, Wayne Enterprises is a telecommunications giant. If someone were to, say, build a backdoor into that tech...
You're telling me the Children of Arkham hacked into this system?
So that's the thing. Do you want the good news or the bad news? You're not gonna like it.
Well, no shortage of bad news lately. Might as well just pile more on.
Well, you see this back door they're using? I built it.
You? What are you talking about?
When your mission as Batman started, you needed a way to monitor the city. Well, this is how. I piggybacked Batman's surveillance onto Wayne Enterprises' signal.
If the Children of Arkham have access to the same system, does that mean they know my identity?
It looks like they've only accessed the GCPD so far. Not a lot of activity otherwise.
I'll have Alfred warn Gordon. The GCPD needs to get rid of their Wayne Tech devices.
Smart move. I've encrypted our access. I can fortify it, but it's gonna take longer to force them out of the system. The question remains, how did the Children of Arkham find out about the back door in the first place? They shouldn't have been able to find it. Not unless they knew what they were looking for. Whoever broke in certainly knew how to cover their tracks.
When the cops raided the manor, they seized every computer belonging to Wayne Enterprises. Mayor Hill must have given them to the Children of Arkham.
Trying to save himself, I'm sure. I'm gonna keep working on this Children of Arkham business. See if there's a way to shut down their access entirely.
We'd better lock this stuff down, just in case.
A new sticky bomb I developed. The signal is activated on the underside. Attach it wherever you need, then detonate it remotely with your gauntlet. Boom.
Nice.
Be careful. Those things pack a serious punch.
I always wonder why you had a table that could hide itself. Guess it's coming in pretty handy now.
Trust me, it was much more paranoia than precaution.
Thermal vision. You've been busy, haven't you, Lucius? Not sure I'll ever get the first one back from Selina.
Wonder if that's the only thing she stole.
She's about to steal his dick. 20 years from now, like in this fucking episode. There's nothing over here. Look at this photograph.
Tiffany's really taking after you. And Luke, stubborn as always.
I think of what Gotham has become, and I think of them. They give me all the reason I need to work with Batman. He's the only one that will truly protect them.
And he will, Lucius. Always.
Yeah, if it came down to anybody in the Bat universe.
Looks like another invaluable piece of Lucius Fox technology.
Newly elected Mayor Harvey Dent gave a rousing speech late last night, refuting claims that the Children of Arkham were gaining control in Gotham. Despite his run-in with the masked group on the way to the event, people are still hopeful that Mayor Dent can pull through on his campaign promises.
Who are the Children of Arkham really fighting for? Who is Batman really protecting? Because it's not us. It's time that we, not masked vigilantes and violent fringe groups, fought for ourselves. I will fight every day for Gotham. And I ask that you join me. We are proud citizens of Gotham. And this is our city.
Next up, we speak to Commissioner Grogan regarding increased security measures citywide.
So, anything new?
This is gonna take some time. Don't worry. I'll let you know when I find something.
Why can I examine the drone again?
Ooh, what's this? Something I'm still working on. Some new armament to assist you in the field. There's only so much you can do on your own. But it's not really ready yet.
Those look like guns to me. Hide gadgets.
Looks like Regina's headed to my office. I should go. And before you do... Here. Get that back to the Bat computer. It'll install the added security measures. You'll also have all the info I found on the Children of Arkham's activity within the system. Thanks, Lucius. I've always got your back, Batman. Now get out of here. Regina doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Mr. Wayne. Bruce. Open up. I thought maybe you left.
Yeah, right.
Well, the board has voted.
And have they sent the chairwoman to wield the axe?
You're being asked to step down from your position as CEO. Effective immediately. At least until this whole mess gets cleaned up.
I get it. My name isn't great for business lately.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
It's not your fault.
I asked to slow all this down, but... the press release is going out as we speak. There will be a public event in the morning where you will formally announce your resignation. I'm sorry, Bruce. I tried to fight for you. The board believes this is the only logical course of action.
I really appreciate you trying, Regina. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Our stock is tanking. The board is losing confidence. Wayne Enterprises needs a new face. They already had a candidate in mind. I thought it was... I was outvoted. Remember, he'd only be interim CEO, just until this mess gets cleared up.
And who would that be?
Oswald Cobblepot.
Bruce, old boy. Good to see you again.
As you know, Oswald's parents were, well, victims of your father's actions. This company was built on the land he stole from the Cobblepot family.
Well, the board thought having me step in would be a good PR move.
What better way to show Gotham that Wayne Enterprises is committed to righting the wrongs of the past?
Happy to help any way I can. People aren't much behind the Wayne name now. And considering that your parents stole from mine...
I hear you've been keeping yourself pretty busy, Oswald. You sure you can handle this? I mean, wasn't there a revolution that you had to handle?
I'm a brilliant multitasker.
The board has complete confidence in Mr. Cobblepot. As his resume goes into great detail, his endeavors in England have been quite successful. Besides, the company basically runs itself at this point. The CEO is mostly a figurehead. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Well, then I guess congratulations are in order. It's nice to know you'll be the one trapped in this tiny office all day.
Oh, I'm sure it's bigger than it looks.
I'm afraid we need you to leave the building immediately. We'll have your personal effects sent to you.
Congratulations, Bruce. I couldn't be prouder of you. Alfred. Oh, how sweet. Graduation present? Surely we could let him take this along. Oh, Bruce. Clumsy, clumsy. No wonder you're not being trusted with nice things anymore.
I'll call someone in to clean that up. It'll only take a minute.
Oh, Bruce and I can handle it. No trouble.
Apologies, I don't know where my head was.
Probably halfway out the door, mate. No worries.
Yeah, that must be it. Careful cleaning that up, Oz. You might cut yourself.
Time to go, Bruce.
Yes, Bruce. Time to go. I have a little redecorating to do. Your taste is a little too discreet for me. I think that maybe I'll add a fish tank. A large one. Something exotic.
This way, Bruce. I'll have IT come set you up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Regina.
This just made things exponentially more difficult. He has an extensive criminal past. Why would they allow this?
It happened, didn't it? They're out of their minds. They can't do this to you.
This isn't over yet, Lucius.
The entrance.
I took care of it.
We can't let anyone find out what's down there, Bruce. There are ways they could get in. You know that.
Think you can keep an eye on things while I'm gone?
I don't know.
Lucius, I need to know there's someone I can trust on the inside.
I'm here for you, Bruce. I've always been here for you, not them. If I stay, I'll have to stop working on our side project. That means no new tech, no repairs if you need them. I could keep an eye on things for you. Let you know what they're up to. Feed you what information I can. But I can't risk Cobblepot finding out what I'm up to.
No, Lucius, I need you to stay here.
But...
You're the only ally I have in this building. It's important. I need you to be my eyes and ears.
All right, I can do that.
Keep Oswald out of R&D, and let me know if anything comes up.
Keep that drive safe.
Bruce Wayne will speak on the issue at a press event tomorrow morning, where we'll learn more about his decision to step down. More on that in a moment.
I still can't believe it.
Which part?
I wish life were easier for you, Bruce. It's just one thing after another.
That's why I'm glad I have you, Al.
Always. Lieutenant Gordon, he said there's nothing to be done about Oswald Cobblepot. All his records are spotless. He needs proof to dig further.
Penguin's slippery, all right. With the children of Arkham accessing Wayne Tech, I have to figure out what their next move is. Bring up a searchable network of all possible electronic traffic related to Wayne Enterprises. If the children of Arkham are in our system, all of this is potentially accessible.
All of this?
Lucius was very thorough. It means that they could have eyes and ears into almost everything in Gotham. Just like Batman. They had access to the GCPD, we know that. The real question is what else they'd be interested in. Filter for possible targets based on known Children of Arkham activity. Patients committed to Arkham going back 20 years.
A rather extensive list.
With my father's signature as the transferring doctor. Security footage.
These date back decades.
Alfred, the video at the debate. It's real. This is how they found their evidence. Something Hill did gave them access. At least now I know the truth. Gotham Courthouse. All public records pass through this place. Now look at this. Oswald's public record. None of this is right.
His whole criminal history doesn't exist as far as the rest of the world is concerned.
This must be what the board saw.
Not a blemish in sight.
Wonder if they've cleared out all the Wayne tech.
This is ridiculous, Gordon. Do you know how much all this equipment costs? We don't have the budget to replace it all.
It's a risk we've got to take, Commissioner. If the children of Arkham can hack into our systems, we're completely ineffective.
Do you think going into situations completely blind is any better?
Considering the alternative, yes.
Sounds like they've got the situation under control.
Good. One less problem to deal with. City Hall. Record of Gotham mayors.
Hill had been in office for so long, it's hard to remember a time when he wasn't mayor.
Look at this. Theodore Cobblepot. Deceased 2 weeks before the election.
No, Yes, I know it takes time, but...
Understatement of the century. Considering I've got at least one of my guys in the ER.
Yes, just please let me know when it happens. The children of Arkham aren't going to wait on us.
I suppose I can understand the truth of that.
Harvey has no idea. It's impossible to tell if the children of Arkham have access to this, but if they do, any action he takes against them, they'll see coming.
Are you done here, sir?
Not yet. I've seen enough. I have to go warn Harvey. Keep an eye on this, Alfred, and have Lucius look into it as well. We need to find a way to lock them out.
Very good, sir.
That's still one of the greatest Batmobiles right there. Oh man. That's a cool Batmobile. Being able to switch between pedestrian and fucking Batman. Very, very raw.
Oh, Mr. Wayne. Welcome. You can go on in. I'm back. Yes, that's right. The back. I'll need a rental in the meantime.
Harvey? Back here, Bruce. Take a seat. I'll be right out. Oh, come on, not today. Stop. God, this has to stop.
I never got a chance to congratulate you. It was quite the acceptance speech.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I know you weren't thrilled about me getting back out there so soon, so I'm glad I didn't listen to you. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. You know, Bruce, I've been looking forward to this my entire career. The day Harvey Dent takes his official portrait as mayor of Gotham. And he looks like this. I'm glad you survived the trip up here, Bruce. You want to tell me what's going on? I didn't keep you waiting that long, did I?
I just found out Wayne Tech is compromised. The children of Arkham are using it to track the GCPD. You could be next.
But Wayne Tech is everywhere. If They can hack into it.
That's why they have to be stopped.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Bruce. Damn it! Those children of Arkham jumped me. God, it's only getting worse. It's out of control. I can't stop it.
Well, Harvey, you drew attention to yourself with that speech. You need to be more careful.
Careful is what got us into this mess. Harvey Dent does everything by the book, to the letter of the law. But that isn't working. Sure it is. He's turning things around. Barely. Slowly. I'd like to see you do better. Watch me. Now are you gonna fix this mess? Simple. Easy. Curfews after dark. Checkpoints at every bridge. Mandatory identification.
You're acting strange, Harvey.
This whole city's acting strange! Sorry. Sorry about that, Bruce. I guess I got a little lost there. I'm probably not getting enough sleep these days.
I think you should go see a doctor, Harvey. The way you're behaving, it's not healthy.
Yeah, I have a guy's number. I'll see him as soon as I have time.
Mr. Dent? The photographer's ready for you.
Thank you, Deborah. I'll be right out. Please, Bruce. Don't tell anyone about this. If anyone finds out or thinks I'm not fit to be mayor, it's all over. Everything I've worked for.
People need to know about this, Harvey. We can get you help.
I'm fine, Bruce. It'll go away. And if it doesn't, then we will deal with it then. See you around, Bruce.
Jesus Christ.
An interview with the Children of Arkham's leader. I wonder how Vicky managed to score that.
Bruce?
Have you seen today's copy of the Gazette?
It just arrived a moment ago. It seems Miss Vale has been talking to some very interesting people. People the Batman would like to find. Do you think she would be willing to help you? She may be the only lead we have on the Children of Arkham's leader. Perhaps she could be persuaded to reveal her source.
Vicky might end up giving Bruce Wayne the runaround. After all, a reporter rarely reveals her source. But an interview with Batman, that might be enough to sway her. After all, it did work with Mayor Hill. I can't afford to waste time with Vicky. Let's offer her a chat with Batman.
Good idea, sir.
Can you scramble the line?
Right away.
Vale.
I saw your story in the Gazette this morning. I want to talk.
Who is this? Hello?
I think you know exactly who this is.
Batman.
Investigative journalism suits you.
I'd like to think so.
I've been meaning to thank you. What you did at the debate.
I'm not sure I would have made it out of there otherwise. I'd say I owe you one.
Meet me at sundown. Cobblepot Park.
Deal.
This is getting a little interesting.
Strange place to meet.
Wasn't sure you were gonna show. Gotta admit, part of me thought it was a prank call. Nothing is ever this easy.
There are safer options out there. Why here?
Seemed topical. So, Batman. I'll skip the obvious question.
The Children of Arkham seem to be your latest target. We all know their methods are extreme, but what about their message? Their leader claims that Gotham's elite have been abusing their power, often at the expense of ordinary citizens. For the record, do you think there's any validity to what they're saying? In your opinion?
The Children of Arkham have done horrible things. They're a symptom of a larger problem.
The corruption in Gotham.
They exist because they see an injustice.
Sort of like you, then. Their message is picking up traction, especially since the interview.
I need to know everything they told you.
Does no one read anymore? It was a lot of posturing and grandiose monologuing, really. We're going to purge the city of corruption, sort of thing. Not great from an investigative standpoint, but the public will eat it up. Part of the job, you know? If that's the only reason you called me, you should really just read it yourself. They aren't trying to hide their motivations.
You gave them a platform to promote themselves. You're helping them get what they want.
What they want is an end to corruption. Something I've heard you claim to support as well. Unless that's all just a rumor.
Where did you meet? How did they contact you?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not selling out a source. Not even for Batman. The circumstances of that meeting are confidential. Just like this one. I'm sure you wouldn't want me telling everyone how to get a hold of you.
You're putting the safety of everyone in Gotham at risk.
Well, if you really care about the safety of Gotham, why aren't you looking at Bruce Wayne? I still want to believe he's a good guy too, but with the information that surfaced, everyone's angry. Everyone wants him to answer for what his family did. Everyone, except for you. Why haven't you gone after him yet? No way he just slipped under your radar. But so far, no action from you against him.
Bruce Wayne is innocent. He's not responsible for what his father did.
Maybe not, but he still benefits from it. All those people suffered so that he could prosper up in that mansion of his. I don't know if you have some connection with him. Maybe there's more to this story than I realize. But you can't ignore the facts. Whether he intended to or not, his family has been stealing from innocent people for years. So, what are you gonna do about it? What is Batman doing to protect them from Bruce Wayne? The people want to know.
Believe me, I'll make sure Bruce Wayne's debt is repaid.
Gotham will be glad to hear it. Thank you. Good luck with the Children of Arkham. I'll be sure your message gets out.
Please, Miss Vale, think what you want about Bruce Wayne. But I need to find the Children of Arkham before they hurt anyone else.
You're right. You upheld your end. God, I could lose my job for this, but... Here. This is where we met for the interview. Just please, don't tell anyone I gave this to you.
Could be a setup. Could definitely be a setup. I mean, they took this bitch hostage, yet she still wants to interview him? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, even a journalist that wants it that bad wouldn't do that. Like, why would you go to someone who took you hostage and was going to kill you?
It's empty.
No sign of the Children of Arkham? They may not have gone far. They should be there.
Not for the moment. Means I have time to see what they've been up to.
Just be careful. We don't want any surprises. I'll continue monitoring the drone feeds from here.
Thanks. Go and have a look around. There's a body here. Likely the work of the Children of Arkham. I'm gonna look around, see what they've been up to. He's been dead for a while from the looks of it. One of the Children of Arkham. Loyalty doesn't get you much with these people, does it?
Seems strange.
There's something else. He was shot dead center, twice, executed.
It outlived his usefulness, I suppose.
This man's veins, they look like Montoya's veins after she was drugged, only they're so much worse. The same drug from the debate.
I feared we hadn't seen the last of it.
There's no puncture mark here, no entry point for an injection.
So, how did it get in his body?
Airborne. Or water system.
They've been referencing the map. Whatever they're building must hinge on it somehow. This depot is pretty centrally located. A detonation device, but it's disabled.
They must have intended to hook it up to something.
The timer is set for 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
From now?
The numbers aren't moving. Doesn't seem to be counting down yet. This is how they were timing their route. Alfred, what stations are within a 27-minute train ride from this depot?
Looking into the transportation database now. Sir, there's just one. Mercy Street Station.
It's one of the busiest places in the city. Thousands of people go in and out every hour.
They're gonna deploy an airborne device.
I need to know what they're going to do with the drug. Exactly how they're planning on releasing it.
These tanks. It's gotta be airborne. Chemical tank. Look at it.
These barrels match the shrapnel that I found at the docks.
It's gotta be airborne. It's gotta be. Like, there's no other fucking answer that would make sense. Here we go. Chemistry set.
Someone's been practicing chemistry. Something spilled here. This is the drug they've been using. Refined. It's the same as the one given to Montoya and Harvey.
$300X.
This solvent increases dermal permeability. Looks like they ran out of the absorbing agent.
So, they're using the absorbing agent with salt. It's got to be topical, maybe?
Looks like they ran out of the chemical they were mixing it with. What are they planning to do with this?
Well, if it's not topical. There's the train car.
This train car has been modified.
How do you mean?
It's got a chemical tank attached to it.
Clearly
It's just gonna
the
spray
holding
that
tank.
shit all over town.
It's empty. For now.
Sprinkler.
Looks like some kind of sprinkler system.
Doubtful they're planning to put out fires.
The train car is their delivery system.
Maximum coverage.
So we link the train car.
This wouldn't work. I need to know where their target is.
They've altered the drug so that it can be absorbed through the skin.
There we go. And then we'll attach the map.
The drug is being modified here. They're changing it. A modified train car is going to be sent to Mercy Street Station. The drug. The children of Arkham must have found a way to weaponize it. With a drug that can absorb into skin, it will affect hundreds of people at once. They're loading the modified drug into the tanks on the train cars, dispersing it through the sprinklers. The timers are set to go off just as it rolls in over the crowds.
We aren't prepared to contain something of that scale. Releasing a drug like that in so populated an area would be devastating.
They could infect the entire city if they had enough.
Good thing you reduced their supply at the construction site.
Thankfully, there wasn't enough of the chemical to mix with the rest of the stockpile of drugs.
There's a train coming. Take cover.
If I'd known you were gonna make me lug this thing myself, I would have worn more comfortable shoes.
Just add it to the list of your mistakes. Must be why you didn't come through on your last assignment.
We're down to our last few barrels since Batman screwed up the transfer. We'll have to make do, I guess. Okay, you two, get these mixed, loaded onto the train.
This way.
Their leader is here, with Catwoman.
Catwoman?
She's got more of that absorbing agent.
She must have a good reason for being there.
She plays whatever side meets her needs.
Currently, her needs seem to be focused on keeping all 9 of her lives.
We're done here, right?
Not yet.
No. There's no part 2 of this. I got what you wanted. I'm done.
You might as well come out, Batman. I know you're here.
No way. I did not bring him here. I honored our deal.
Oh, I know you did. But now, you're a loose end. Surrender! Unless you'd like to see firsthand what a critical dose looks like. She joined poor Esther Cobblepot. Death might be preferable.
I surrender. Take me instead, and let her go.
Now screw this. I'm not that sort of damsel.
Train's ready. Move out.
I hit Shift Q. God damn it. I'm hitting Shift Q, guys. There it goes. Oh, no, 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 no.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I decide when this ends. You have to face the truth sometime, Batman. You can't protect Gotham from itself. They lit the fire. We're just here to stoke the flames.
The people of Gotham are stronger than you think. They won't let this city fall into chaos.
You'd be surprised. Fear can be incredibly persuasive. Go on. Show me how you'll save your precious city. Just... so short-sighted.
Batman! Catch!
Bop it a boobies. This shit goes your boobie.
Hang in there. Don't pass out on me. Come on, Bats.
Should have gone after...
Shut up. I'm gonna get you somewhere safe. Just stay with me. I know. Come on.
Eh, she already knew. Damn, girl, buy me dinner first before you start taking all my armor.
Stay here, okay? Just don't move.
I'm fine. I just need to get back out.
That might work on your butler, but I'm not buying that crap. Stay there. Shit. You're lucky you were wearing that suit. You know that was stupid, right?
What?
Showing up at that train depot. Taking on their leader alone. Repeat after me, Bruce. I am not invincible, and painkillers do not solve the problem. You weren't gonna take them down on your own. They would have killed you.
It's not that bad. I've been through worse.
Funny. Any worse and you'd be sent home in a body bag. I don't think you're getting very far with a shoulder like this.
Oh, great.
You can stay here until morning. Feel like I owe you anyway. That's twice now. You just keep adding things to my list, don't you?
Selina.
I told you I don't like owing people. Probably best to lie low for now anyway. I don't want the children of Arkham finding this place. I had it handled, you know. With their leader. I had a plan. Really didn't need you swooping in and messing it up.
I was there tracking the children of Arkham. I had no idea you'd be there.
Must have been quite the surprise.
Yeah, it was.
That was gonna be my ticket out of here. One last job to get the goons off my back. So much for that. Thanks again, Bats.
Why even stay in Gotham? You could just leave.
Trying to get rid of me?
Come on.
Tired of starting over, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's back.
Creepy cat.
Hey, little one.
I don't think she likes you. Okay, she really doesn't like you.
Yeah, well, you've got most of Gotham behind you on that.
Well, not most. Maybe half. Just trying to be optimistic. Cut it out.
At least use peroxide, not like iodine or something. That would
This
fucking
really
be
hasn't
brutal.
been your week, has it?
You think? I lost my company, my reputation, and I find out my father was...
Just like everyone else. They've all got something to hide, Bruce. Every last one of them. Even the so-called good guys. There's always something just beneath the surface.
So what is it you're hiding, Selina?
All kinds of things. Come on, Bruce. Even you have your secrets. Those things you hide from the world and won't let anyone else see.
Yeah, well, the difference is my secret doesn't hurt anybody.
Then you're better than most. You're a good man, Bruce. But good men don't lie with thieves. I know what I am. No noble intentions. Just the thrill of breaking what they say can't be broken. Knowing there's no safe I can't crack. No fortress I can't infiltrate. Proving I can.
You're just listing all the things I like about you.
Now you've ruined it.
What?
Nothing. I've stolen from corrupt jerks like Hill, but I've taken plenty from good people, too. For what? Some shiny new toys and a crappy apartment on the edge of town? The high is nice, but it wears off. Then you look around and see nothing. So you get back out there. Try and chase that feeling down. But it never amounts to anything, really.
You're not alone, okay? I'm here for you.
Thanks, Bats.
This is nice.
Did you mean to say that out loud?
There we go. Batman has reached the end zone. Fuck no. Keep it going. Fuck that shoulder. Sometimes you gotta play hurt. Trust me, I know.
I'll make it up to you. Do I have to do all the work myself? Or are you gonna undo this for me?
Let me help you.
It's what you do best, isn't it?
Zippity doo dah,
tease me,
zippity
Bats?
a.
Is it working?
Turn away, children. It's about to get adult. If Stanley was in the DC universe. This is it, true believers. Touchdown for Batman. Batman 1, Harvey Dent, -6. Or third, really, third-degree burns. Whoops.
Rise and shine.
Not yet. I'm starving.
I'll give her something to eat.
Not quite what I was looking for.
Oh, that was a good answer,
I
though.
think there might be bagels in the fridge. We
Oh, she
definitely
likes
check
bagels.
expiration
She's a
dates on
winner.
anything before you think about putting it in your mouth.
Oh, fucking.
Bruce?
Morning, Alfred.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried. I hadn't heard from you. I didn't know what happened. If you were...
I took a bit of a beating when I ran to the Children of Arkham.
What happened?
It's kind of a long story. I'll tell you about it when I get back.
I always fear the day you don't come home, Bruce.
I know, Al.
Where are you, anyway?
I stayed at Selena's last night.
Oh. Well, that certainly explains it.
You got something to say, Alfred?
I'm not judging you.
Sounded like you were.
I wouldn't dream of it. While you're there, this might be a good opportunity to learn more about Miss Kyle. After all, we really don't know anything about her. See what you can find lying around. If she's trustworthy, you may not have another chance.
She let me into her home. I'm not going to go snooping around in her personal belongings.
I understand. Merely a suggestion. At the very least, you can find that grapple gun of yours.
Right. That might be harder than you'd think. She doesn't share your love of organization.
Yes, well, I'll see you back at home, Bruce.
She can afford to eat anywhere, and she still chooses Chinese takeout. And that isn't even the good place. Pretty strong magnets on these things. Very lightweight, though. We could use something like this.
Oh, no, we're not gonna steal it. That would be bad for us. There's a safe, though. I'm kind of interested what's in that.
Scarlet Pimpernel, much ado about nothing. Petrarca. Didn't take her for a romantic. What's this one? Oh, the Gita Govinda. That's academic.
Don't Google that.
Her cat eats like a queen while she's eating junk.
Hey, there's my grapple gun.
There you are. I hope she didn't break anything.
We'll think about it. Bloodhaven.
Location spots are just marks on her burglary checklist.
Who fridges the bagels, bro?
It looks all right to me. Nothing growing, at least. At least she's got the essentials.
Harvey.
Hey, I brought breakfast. Can I come in?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Just for a minute. I really need to talk to you. If you want me to go, I'll go. But I have to get this out. Bruce? What?
Mr. Check.
What are you doing here?
Have a seat, Harvey.
No! I don't need to sit down. Bruce, tell me what is going on.
I just came by to check on Selina.
What, with your pants off?
Back off, Harvey.
Don't touch me! I thought I would come here and... So stupid! God, I should have known. I should have known that you would do this to me. None of it was real anyway. God, how could you ever think it was?
None of this is about you, Harvey.
So I'm just making this up?
Yes, you are. This had nothing to do with you.
He will not be able to protect you.
And I don't need him to. Just get out of here, Harvey.
What happens when the children of Arkham come for him? You think you won't get caught in the crossfire? You can't stop them! He can't. Are you ready to die on that altar? Even he sees the truth in it.
I'm only gonna ask one more time.
I'm not going anywhere!
I'm sorry.
What the hell is going on with you?
Up until now, Harvey has been weak. He's been afraid.
Oh my god.
This is the monster they all know that you are. Embrace it. No. Oh God, this is what you wanted to see, isn't it, huh? The freak!
Harvey. All right, now you've got 2 seconds.
Or what? Harvey won't be pushed around anymore. No, he's gonna make them pay. Everyone who thought they could hurt him and get away with it. Starting with you. Both of you!
You're gonna pick that up.
Who am I?
Yes, you are.
This isn't you. Just calm down!
Shut up!
Shit.
Jesus, Harvey.
Of course, gotta be fair about this. Can't play favorites. They both deserve it, one way or another.
How about we flip for it?
This isn't funny.
No, it really isn't. Selina, looks like you're first. Yeah, always getting in the middle of things.
Stay the hell away from me.
The call's already been made.
Harvey.
Bruce. No, I don't want to hurt you. This isn't... They turned their backs on you.
Bro, kitchen knife.
Harvey, put the knife down.
Selina!
He's gonna hurt someone. You know we can take him out. Have you lost your mind?
No.
Harvey! You need to calm down.
What are you doing?
No going back now.
Come on, Harvey, that's enough.
Oh, God. Please. I don't want to be alone, Bruce. Please, not with him. But I can't. Oh, God, I can't listen to him.
You need to get help. You can't deal with this on your own.
I know. Yeah, I know. My fault.
Harvey, don't.
Bruce, I don't think we can help him. Not on our own.
It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me.
I think maybe you're right. There's nothing we can do for him now.
Let me call someone.
I'll go. I know I messed it all up. You don't have to go off with your tail between your legs. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Harvey!
So much for this place. I'm not gonna stick around and wait for him to come back. Thought it would be a while before I had to move again.
Yeah, you're right. It's not safe to stay here.
And I'm not sure I'm gonna find another place with this kind of private access. Ugh. Maybe I'll live on a boat. Kidding. Yeah. That means you too. We won't go far. Don't worry.
You should come stay with me.
1,000 rooms.
know.
There's plenty of space. Alfred could set up a guest room for you.
I'll think about it.
Great.
What was that about?
I'm supposed to announce my resignation at a press event today. Somehow try to appear happy that Oswald Cobblepot is taking my job.
Sounds like an opportunity.
How do you mean?
They screwed you out of your own company. You have all this information that could bring them down, and they're handing you a live mic. So use it. Don't be their puppet.
Maybe you're right. This could be my chance to expose Oswald for who he really is. Let Gotham know he's a part of the Children of Arkham.
Exactly. You better get going. I've got some packing to do.
The offer still stands.
Sounding better and better by the minute.
Well, let's talk about a date. At least he was kind of cool with it. I could have him set you up a guest room. Not saying you got to stay in the guest room, but you can put your shit in there, you know?
I'm sorry about all this, Bruce. We've prepared a brief damage control statement to make this easier. After I introduce you, all you'll have to do is read what's on the teleprompter.
And then I can take it from there. Got my little coronation speech just waiting.
Thank you for being so cooperative about all this, Bruce. It really is for the best.
For everyone, really.
I know it's unfair to ask this of you, but please. Right now, your reputation, your entire legacy, depends on your cooperation. Get through today, and I can help you. I can convince the board to bring you back. It might not be CEO, but it will be something. A step to regaining what you're being forced to give up. This is what is best for Gotham.
Of course, Regina. Whatever I can do to help.
That's good, Bruce. Trust us to sort this all out. Everything will be fine.
Already then, we are going to make quite a splash today, aren't we? I don't think I'm ever going to forget this day. Beautiful weather, corporate intrigue, a well-deserved comeuppance, a noble hero riding in to save the day.
Happy to be here too, Oz.
Really?
Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate you being such a professional. It's time. Bruce, I'm going to introduce you and then you're on. Please, stick to the teleprompter. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. Wayne Enterprises has always taken its role in the community very seriously.
Isn't it funny? How everything I said to you in the park has come true. Me, taking everything that's yours. And that's not even a punchline. No, dear heart. Not even close. No one's gonna follow you around and take pictures now. It'd almost be sad if you were so bloody handsome.
The children of Arkham handed you this coup, Oswald. You didn't earn any of it.
Who cares? It never really matters how a king comes to sit on his throne, Bruce. The only thing that matters is that it's his bum warm in the chair. This is just a first step towards making things right. Soon enough, it'll be Cobblepot Industries, Cobblepot Medical, and Cobblepot Tech on tops of buildings, and you, Waynes, will be what you should have been all along. A forgotten footnote. Cobblepot will come to mean the future of Gotham. And Wayne will be a story no one wants to hear.
What happens to my company is up to the board. I think you're a little deluded about the type of power you're gonna have.
All in good time, all in good time. It's amazing the sort of patience I've developed over the years. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did some digging, and you know how old Hill admitted he had your mom and dad killed? I found out why he did it. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you the story, but only if you say, pretty please. It's quite the page, Turner. I'm sure you're just dying to hear it.
Just tell me. I have to know.
Nah, that's not what I asked.
Pretty please.
Turns out your dear mum found out what your daddy was up to. Threatened to turn him in, she did. She said she didn't want to be a part of it. Now you can imagine, Hill wasn't too keen on that idea. So he slid a few dollars Joe Chill's way, and, well, you saw the rest, mate.
And now, Bruce Wayne would like to say a few words.
Remember, enjoy yourself, Bruce. After all, you never know how much time you really have left.
Ladies and gentlemen, in light of recent allegations against my family, I have decided to voluntarily step down as CEO of Wayne Enterprises. I know what my father did. I know how much he hurt you, but I am nothing like him. His actions are his own.
Stop trying to save face.
I have complete faith in the board as they work towards righting the wrongs of the past.
Mr. Wayne, are you having trouble reading the teleprompter?
Speak up. Security!
Step back, Mr. Wayne.
That was quite a show you put on, Bruce.
My apologies. Folks, please forgive me, Mr. Wayne. Everyone. I, for one, completely understand his behavior today.
Nice statement. The press seemed to eat it up. I rather enjoyed it myself. Not that it'll change anything.
I did what I felt was right.
Yeah, well, someone has to. I just didn't think it'd be you.
It's not an easy thing, seeing something you've come to have as part of your identity.
Dropped your pen.
Your very self
That's not...
being taken over by another. I should know. I'm sure some of you remember the formal beauty of
You feel that?
Park. Now
That's the
it's
drug
bad,
taking hold of you.
and forgotten.
Don't fight it.
To the
You.
terrible things that have happened to
You're
us.
with the children of
We've
Arkham.
all recently learned
No,
of the dark secret
I am the children of Arkham.
affected so many.
I think it's time you knew my real name. I am
Lady Arkham.
And you already know the Penguin. Look at him up there, taking everything that should belong to you. Mocking you, the smug, insignificant bastard. He thinks he can get away with it. Because none of them know who he really is. They wouldn't believe you if you told them.
And if we can just get one more round of applause for our friend, the man of the hour, Bruce Wayne! Ouch! Someone's a little touchy, it seems.
It would be so easy to get rid of him. Who else will deliver justice?
Episode 3, A New World Order. Montoya, we were the majority again, 68%, 65%, 90%, good job, 90%. Beat up Harvey or take it easy, 84. We did pretty good. We stayed with the majority on this. So we're going to watch this trailer. We're going to end this thing pretty quick, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out. No big outro today. The members of the Empire are away doing all their jobs. And I'll see you guys hopefully later tonight, but next time on Batman.
After his shocking and atrocious display of violence towards Oswald Cobblepot and members of the press, Bruce Wayne has demonstrated a clear lack of mental stability. That is why, regrettably, I made the decision to have my old friend hospitalized in Arkham Asylum. Batman, the Children of Arkham, the Penguin. Doesn't Gotham already have enough deranged criminals terrorizing its streets? I believe that Gotham's citizens deserve to be safe, that they deserve to be protected. Even if that means I have to do it myself.
With the Children of Arkham out in full force, we need him now more than ever. Where is Batman?
As always, you can pick up comics at your local comic stores, and even some Walmarts now, I found out. Make sure if you feel like reading further, you can check out DC Universe's Rebirth Batman, Volume 1, I Am Gotham. Not today, Kazu, but tomorrow for sure. I will see you guys around this time as always. And we have, after tomorrow, I believe, 2 episodes. Tomorrow and 1 more before we start the DLC episodes, The Evil Within. The Enemy Within, excuse me. Like I said, it's been awesome having you guys here as always. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I got a jet because we got to go on a little road trip today. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for enjoying this game hopefully as much as I have. And I'll see you guys next time on The Batman. Y'all have a good night.